can have do math ops displayed on it.
You
That's
have a
it.
button. Does it follow what that instruction said?
No.
So fix it.
What is okay here? Button. Then do I do
What's the name of the attribute that should be there?
math ops?
Can you read that question again? Can you read that part of the question again?
Okay. Followed by the paragraph, and then finally followed by a button whose on-click attribute should call do math ops.
Whose what?
Whose on-click attributes
So where is
should,
your on-click attribute in this button now?
sir?
Where is your on-click attribute in this button?
I don't have it.
So why don't you have it? Why should you have a button that doesn't have on-click attribute? We saw when you have a button that doesn't have on-click attribute, it will just be sitting there dormant, doing nothing.
Yeah, yes.
It's not on click.
Oh, sorry.
The on-click attribute for this button is what? What is this button pointing at?
Do do
Type it exactly as it is there. It has to match with that function that you already have there. If it doesn't match with it, then it don't work. Does it match? Look at what you have there.
Yeah.
Look at where you have the function do math ops.
Yes. Yeah.
The O is capital. Your O there is small letter.
Is it meant to be capital?
Not the one there. The ops. The O for the ops.
Okay. Okay, yes. Okay.
What's that A doing there before the O?
Oh.
Then what did they say should be in between, should be displayed on the button?
Do math ops. But this one is capital letter D, capital letter M, and capital letter O.
No. On click is do math ops. What should be displayed on the button?
It says the button can have do math ops displayed on it.
So this is your button that is here. What is being displayed on it?
Huh?
I didn't ask you to test anything. What is
I can't tell your voice is coughing again.
What is going to be displayed on this button? I didn't ask you to test anything.
It's still cracking.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I said what will be displayed on this button when it runs. I didn't ask you to test it. What will be displayed on this button when it runs? On this particular button that you have here?
Some more JS mod. This.
So what are you supposed to do now that you know that it is not showing what the question should show?
Change it.
Edit it now. This is what you would have done since between Thursday and now.
Okay, so that is the code. Are you looking at it?
You can go ahead and test it.
Push. Some more JS modded. Hyphen the quality creates HTML with and HTML you want using JavaScript. All you need to do is to send it as a string to come to some other strings tags in our HTML.
HTML or
Sir?
use document right. So there are mistakes in this thing. You can literally create any any HTML you want using JavaScript. All you need to do
And create and send it to send it
that
to
be a full stop after the JavaScript. So put a full stop after that JavaScript. Then put a space just before the A in the all after that. That's how it should be. Now, did you notice that the image is not showing? There should have been 2 images on that thing, but the image is not showing. Are you sure there was even supposed to be any image? Let me see.
I don't think so. No, I do think so.
Image, header, paragraph. There's supposed to be image. Look at it now. Image SRC. Images with
Yes.
thing. There's supposed to be an image there. So why is it not showing?
Because I made an error in it.
Test the code again. Let's see. Now click it once. Now see that. Can you see that place where that thing looks like a small, like an image there beside the button? Have you seen it? There's no beside the button. Yes. Right click on it.
I am. Oh, okay. I right click on it.
Open image in new tab.
Open page in image in new.
Click on that tab. See what it shows. Get images button JPG. Can you see the problem?
Yes.
In your code, you jammed everything together. You did not separate it well. You jammed everything together.
What is that? Yes.
So fix that image. There's that after the d.inner HTML and the concatenator, that image tag in the quotation marks there. There's a problem with it. Fix it.
Is it meant to only have one?
Can you compare it with the one that you have? It's not that that was part of what we used to fix the last code. So you can't be removing that. There's something else that is wrong with that thing. That's what you're supposed to fix.
Oh, which?
You've not seen anything that is wrong. I hope that's a single quotation mark that you put there.
Yes, it is.
And that's the only thing that is wrong. Test it again. Let's see.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
You can literally create. Can you see the effect of the BR there?
Yes.
You can literally create any HTML you want using JavaScript. All you need to do is to send it as a string to some other tags in our HTML or use document.write. Why is it showing?
Okay.
You did not put the two numbers that it asks for.
No, I didn't mean to click on it. So I was waiting for you to tell me to click on it.
Click on it now. It's part of testing the code.
Enter a number.
Yeah.
6. Enter.
Take note of entering now.
6, 5. 6, 5. Yes, the sum is. Difference is 1, yes. Product is 30, yes. Quotient is 11.
Quotient
Yes.
11.
No.
Quotient 11.
No.
That's not cool. You've gone and done copy and paste somewhere.
I don't copy and paste.
You don't.
Oh no,
Simeon.
I did. No. I didn't say I don't.
You don't need to even tell me that you did. Your work is showing that you did. Correct that thing now. Look at quotient. Quotient is having plus sign there.
Yes, that's like see, see. Six. Let's do 9 and 6. Yes. 1.5. Yes. Remainder 3. Yes. Integer division 1.
You understand what integer division means? Integer division is the division where when you divide something, like now this 9 divided by 6 normally should be 1.5. But when you do integer division, you take out the 0.5 part. Do you understand?
Yes. So okay, yes. You
only keep the whole number part. Now, when I say you take it out, some people are thinking you round it up. No, I didn't say you round up. If we wanted to round up, we would have used the math function math.round. But if you notice, I did not use anything like math.round. Instead, now go back to the code. Let me explain what I used there. Go back to the code. If you look at where you have int division, I use math.floor. Did you see that?
Yes.
The floor function focuses on the whole number part, the whole number that whatever that number is will not be less than. And since you have 1.5, then it will show you what? It will show you 1. Okay. If you had used the opposite of floor is ceil, CEIL, as in ceiling.
Yes.
CEIL. And the opposite of floor is ceiling. So that means that if we had done ceiling for 1.5, it would have given us 2, because that's the whole number that comes right after 1.5. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So instead of us to use ceil, I used floor, which is the number that comes just before 1.5. So floor usually focuses on the lower integer. So when you want to do something like this, that you are only interested in the integer part of the division, you don't want to know the 0.5 part. That's if you need it to, you use floor to achieve that. Then if you need the whole number that comes right after it, you use ceil. That's ceil for short for ceiling. So what other observations? Did you make any observations from this? Now you see, if you had done this homework when you were supposed to do it, you would have looked at this code, tried out some things by yourself, done some experiments. You learn more from experiments, trying out things yourself. than you do in class. In class, we have barely 1 hour for us to use to do all this. But if you are doing it on your own, you will see that you want to try out some things. Oh, let me see. So if it's because I put that BR there, where in between the string, so the hi friends is showing on its own line, while the other things are showing on the next line under it. So look at that. BR is in between the opening tag for P and the closing tag for P, and it is doing its own work. It's not complaining. It's, and the seamless, see how it's seamlessly working. Everything you are concatenating it using the concatenator, and then you are sending it into the d.inner.html as a string, So these concatenators are just helping you to break it down bit by bit.
Yes.
At the end of the day, you can see the whole picture that it creates. Now, because of that, remember what we did in the last class where we removed the d.inner.html on the right-hand side, the one on the right-hand side.
Yes. And when we clicked on it was not functioning well. When we clicked on the button,
it was not compiling, or what did you use? What was the word you used that day? It wasn't stacking up. It wasn't stacking up like that. But with this one as it is now, go back and test the code. You will see that anytime you click the image, it will stack up. Go back and test the code. But did you notice that the one that's stacking up, the one that when you click the image, it will stack up, is only the first one. The second one doesn't stack up. Does it?
No.
Why do you think it doesn't stack up?
Because of the d.inner.html.
No. Because there's no on-click on it.
Oh, the second image. Yes, I remember the last time we did it.
You remember?
Yes. The last time we did it, when we put on click on the second button, we were able to click on it.
Not on click on the second button. On click on this, was it image? It was an image. We are dealing with image. In this case, we have an image. Now look at that. Look at the one, there's push on the left, there's push on the right. Did you notice that when you click on the ones that are created, nothing happens?
Yes.
Restart the code, refresh this page. Refresh the page. Now click on that button once. Now leave that one. Click on the one on the right hand side. What did you notice?
It's not clicking.
Nothing. No, it's not that it's not clicking. You are clicking it, but nothing is happening, isn't it?
Yes, nothing is happening when you click it.
And the reason is because we did not put any on-click attribute for it. Do you understand?
Yes.
So what that thing should tell you is that everything that you see on your page is clickable. Okay, everything. The div has, you can even put an on-click on that div. Of course, button is like a default that button should have on click. But of course, you've equally seen that you can remove the on click on a button, and the button will just be a dummy button. It's just looking at you there. It can't do anything. You keep on clicking it, nothing happens. Now, however, if you don't put the on click attribute for a particular tag, what will happen? You will just be clicking it, but nothing will happen because you did not put any on-click attribute and you did not point it to any function. Do you understand?
Yes,
remember that all these things that came, they are not really on this page. They were generated by what? JavaScript, isn't it?
Yes.
But did you notice that the function that button is pointing to, the do math ops? Do you remember the do math ops?
The do math ops.
The do math ops, the function this one is that when you click this button that will make it happen. Did you notice that that function, you had to define it, even though the button was not existing at the time you were defining it?
Yes, that's what I did.
Was the button existing by the time you were defining it?
No.
I hope you know that a button tag between two quotation marks is not an actual button.
Okay. It's not an actual button.
Not an actual button. But by the time you run the code, you understand, and send it into the inner HTML, like we did in this your code, immediately it enters into that inner HTML. It ceases to be a string. Are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
Go back to the code. Let me explain it better.
Okay.
Now, you have d.inner.html. Are you with me?
Yes.
So look at where you have d.inner.html. Can you see the last one? You have button on click. The last
button
row.
on click.
Yes. Good. I'm trying to explain to you that that button on click that you see there is not an actual button. It looks like an actual button, but the fact that it is not in the body area of your page, do you understand? As far as I'm concerned.
Hello? Yes, sir. Okay. Can I go to the toilet while you're not here?
I said I'm coming.
No, I said can I go to the toilet?
Go and go to the toilet.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, I'm back.
I was explaining that typically when you have that place that you have your cursor blinking now, that is, as far as we're concerned, that is just a string. But between the quotation marks, what you see there is a button on click. It looks like an HTML tag. Yes, it looks like an HTML tag. But as far as it's not inside the
body area,
in the body area, as far as we're concerned, the only thing that's in the body area is what? The image. Can you see that image tag? The one that's in the body area down there. We only have, if you are asked what actually exists in this page, then is the div and the image that's in between the div tags. That's all that's there. That's what really exists. But when it comes to what will exist eventually, then we can now start talking about the other image, the one that when you click on it, nothing will happen because there's no on click between it. Then after the image, the other thing that will eventually exist is the header one tag, followed by what? The paragraph, and then finally followed by.
I did not hear what you said.
Where did you stop hearing what I said?
No, your voice cracked when
At which point did it crack?
When you were just explaining now. Like just now.
What I said is that as far as we're concerned, this page only has the div 1. Can you see the div 1 in the body area?
Div 1. Yeah. Yes.
In the body area down there. Yes.
Yes.
That's what actually exists. Okay. And the image that's in between the div 1 tags, that's what actually exists. Now, the function do math ops also exists, but it is in the script area. It's a JavaScript. But now, yes, it's not a tag. No, forget about the tag. It's just a function right now. Nothing is calling it. But we are expecting that by the time this code will start running and we click on that image that's in the body area, the button that will call do math ops, that button will now exist. So that's why I was saying that time, that as of the time that you defined do math ops, guess what? There was no button that will call it. No button will call it. Do you understand? In the body area, there was no button there. That you have it in your function up there doesn't mean it actually exists. It will only exist when what will happen? When it gets created. And that when it gets created is when you click on that image.
Yes, sir.
So that's what I would always remember, that these things that don't really exist are being created for you by what? JavaScript. Do you understand now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions?
No. But sir, can you have more than 2 images? Can you have like more than 2 buttons?
You can have anything you want. You can have two buttons.
Any amount.
You can have any number of buttons. It depends on what you want to have. You don't want your page to be looking like it's only buttons that are there. So you need to make it look like an actual that actually exists.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can have 2 buttons. Typically, some pages have 2 buttons, OK and cancel, depending on what you want to achieve. Or OK, somebody can do separate. Now, in this case, do math ops is doing addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, and int division, all in one function. But in some other cases, somebody can have 4 buttons that will do separate, that will call separate functions. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I have one more question.
Did you get what I just explained now?
Yes.
You can have 4 buttons, or 5 or 6. One will do sum. Another one will call another function that will do difference. Another one will call a separate function that will do product, and so on and so forth. What did you want to ask? What did you want to ask?
When I click on that when I clicked on the do math ops and it showed me all of this. Can I have one do math ops and to show one, then another one will show this, then another will show that one? Can I have that?
It will not. You cannot call more than one function. As in, you can't have 2 different functions with the same name. That's what I was trying to explain. So maybe in the question I'll send you one that has them separately, so that you will see how it will look.
Okay, sir.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
So you see that you can have 4 different functions, but as in you have 4 different functions, and you will need 4 different buttons to call those different functions. That's all that you will need to do. It's not a big deal. So yes, it's possible, and all of them can be on the same line, or you can make them to be on different lines by either using your BR in between them, as just like you use BR here. You just be using BR to separate them, make them go to different lines. Okay.
That was my question.
Is that all? You don't have any other question?
Yes.
So my other concern now is, when will your computer be fixed? When is it going for repairs?
I don't know.
You don't know, and you are not planning to push for it?
No, I am.
So why are you not saying you don't know? Are you making any effort?
No, I'm just going to go ask my dad.
Is it your dad that's taking it out, or your mom?
It might be both.
Please do quickly, so that we don't have to have too many things that we are transferring from Shalom's computer to your own.
Yes.
Okay. So our next class will be on Tuesday. All right. So enjoy the rest of your weekend.
You too, sir. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.